Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, students. How are you all? I hope everyone is safe and secure at your homes with your parents. As we all know, due to the breakout of pandemic COVID-19, we had a long break, and now it's time to get back to our lessons. So, this is your English teacher Safa Samautullah with your very first lesson, the naughty dog. Do you all have pet animals at your home? We all love to have pet animals at our home, right? So, this lesson is about a pet animal, that is dog. So, before we start reading the lesson, I want you all to open your banyan tree book, page number 9. Take out your pencils to underline some of the keywords, and with your index finger, I want you all to follow as I read out the lesson. Lesson 1. The Naughty Dog. There lived an old man who had no one other than a pet dog as his friend. The dog's name was Caesar. The old man was well disciplined and strict about his ways. Underline disciplined. He followed a routine for his day's activities. Underline routine and activities. Every morning, he took his dog Caesar for a walk. On his way back, he stopped at a coffee shop to have a cup of coffee and got Caesar a bun. The man bought a newspaper at the newsstand, and Caesar took it home holding it between his teeth. One day, the old man fell ill and could not move out from his bed. As he missed his newspaper, he made his dog fetch it for him. Underline fetch. He gave Caesar a 2-rupee coin to buy the newspaper from the newsstand. The dog brought back a newspaper every day. The old man was happy that he could get the newspaper every day. The dog continued this for many days. Underline continued. Meanwhile, the coffee shop owner was very happy about the dog. Underline owner. He would say, "That is my best customer. He pays regularly and never bothers me with idle chat." Underline customer and regularly. Okay, now turn the page. When winter set in, the old man's condition became worse. Underline condition and worse. He was forced to stay in bed. The dog, like a faithful servant, helped his master. He went out and came back with the newspaper every morning. After he had completely recovered from his illness, underline recovered and illness, the old man went to the newsstand with his dog. He was surprised to hear that he owed 80 rupees to the shopkeeper. Underline owed. Shocked to hear that, he decided to find out what had happened to all the money he had sent through the dog. The next day, he gave the dog a 2-rupee coin and his dog rushed out. The old man secretly followed the dog. Underline secretly. Caesar went straight to the coffee shop and put the money on the counter. Underline counter. The waiter gave him a bun. He ate the bun and then went to a newsstand to get the newspaper. "Naughty dog," said the old man. He realized his mistake. Underline realized. From then on, he gave the dog 2 2-rupee coins, one for the bun and the other for the newspaper. What did you all learn from the lesson which I read just now? Which is the pet animal that old man had? It's a dog. Do you know, dog is the most obedient pet animal that you can have, and its name is Caesar. The next character or the other character which we have in this story is a old man. Old man. He was very strict about his routine. Every morning he had a routine of a morning walk along with his dog Caesar. On his way back, he used to go for a coffee shop and have his coffee. After going to a coffee shop, he used to have a coffee and give a bun to his dog Caesar. After having a coffee and a bun, he used to go to a newsstand to get a newspaper. After getting his newspaper, Caesar, his pet dog, used to hold the newspaper in his jaws and they used to go back home. Eventually, the old man fell ill one day. He was missing his newspaper a lot and he gave 2 rupee coin to his dog Caesar in order to fetch him a newspaper. In spite being ill, the old man was very happy because he used to get his newspaper, and even the owner of the coffee shop was very happy with the dog because the dog was giving the 2 rupee to the coffee shop owner and used to have his bun and go back to the newspaper stand, get the newspaper and give it to his master. Day by day, the situation of the master became worse and he was ill for many days. But the dog Caesar, like a honest and good servant, he used to treat his master very well and get his newspaper every day for him. After the long duration of illness, the master got well and he wanted to go for his daily routine, that is morning walk along with the dog Caesar. And he was back for his routine and he was going to the work. First he went to the coffee shop, then he went back to the newsstand to get the newspaper. When he went to the newspaper stand, he was shocked to see that he owed rupees 80. Rupees 80? He decided, I need to find out what was Caesar doing with rupees 2 which I used to give him for the newspaper. So he decided to follow the dog secretly in order to find out what did Caesar do with rupees 2. For his surprise, he found that the dog went to the coffee shop first, had his bun, then he went to the newsstand, took a newspaper for his master and he came back to his master. Now the master said, "Naughty dog." He realized that he was only thinking about himself. He gave 2 rupee coin in order to get the newspaper. But what about the bun? Then next time he took care that he gave 2 rupees coin in order to get the bun as well as the newspaper. So students, I hope you all have understood the lesson. We are never supposed to be thinking only about ourselves. See here, dog was thinking about itself as well as his master. So I want you all to read this lesson, recite it, and the important words you have underlined, practice those words and be thorough with the spellings. Jazakumullahu khaira.